Hello friends, good morning to all of you. So today we'll start with unit number 6, that is system softwares and its importance. So in syllabus we have to study the need of system softwares, study of various components of system softwares, then what is assembler, elements of assembly language programming, a simple assembly scheme and a pass structure of assembler. So actually in this we have to study single pass and two pass assembler, then introduction to compiler, phase structure of compiler, so 6 pages of compiler, and entire compilation process. Then the third part will be your introduction to microprocessor, macro definition and call, micro expansion, loader and linker, general loader scheme, subrouting linkage, relocation and linking linkage, and last point will be the relocation and linking. So these are the some points in a unit number 6. So actually we have to go for what is actually system softwares and application softwares. So introduction, components of system softwares, language processing activities, fundamentals of language processing. Now if you go for the syllabus of unit number 6, what we have to study, what is need of your system software, need of system software. So system software is nothing but the consist of the variety of programs that supports the operation of computer. This software makes it possible for the user to focus on an application or other problems to be solved. So that's called as system software. Means for handling of any application, we require the supporting softwares that are called as a system software. One of the important characteristics of system software is a machine dependency. System programs are intended to support the operation and the use of computer itself rather than the particular application. So program in a sequence of related instructions perform one step at a time by CPU to accomplish some task. That is called as a system software. So system software that provide the basic non-task specific function of the computer. Now if you go, examples are your compiler, linker, loader, debugger, assembler. So these are the examples of your system software. Now if you go for the application software, so they are then for some specific application only. So the examples of application software is your Office, then Word, Winamp, then hospital management system. These are the application software for performing some specific task. So this is a application software. So next point that we have to go is a component of system software. So what are the different types of components of system software? Language processing activities, then fundamentals of language processing. So basic of system software. So what is software and types of software? Application software examples are your Word, Excel, hospital management system, banking application are the examples of your application software. And system softwares, compiler, assembler, operating system, linker, loader are the examples of your system software. So here is a user. So which your application software you want to execute with the help of your system software on your hardware. So different types of OS and system softwares like compiler and assembler. Here it will be executing, and here the application software will execute with the help of system software. So software is a collection of programs and types of software. In that there are two types. First one is application software, the second one is a system software. So this is basic architecture of your system, where the system software is located. User, hardware, application software is designed for specific application or execute specific tasks, and this will be your system softwares. Then application softwares developed using programming language and tools. So we are using different types of programming languages: C, C++, Java, Python, and .NET are the examples for which we are developing some application using this programming language. And different types of tools and IDE we are using for the development purpose. So that is nothing but your application software. Suppose I go for the banking application. software application, that is a banking application. So in that I can develop that application in Java as a front end, back end, different types of database may be there. Then if you go for any hospital management system, here also I can develop that project in .NET. Application softwares interact with the system software. System softwares then interact with the computer hardware to perform the necessary tasks. Now we want to execute the application software. So system software, application software will be executed with the help of system softwares on the hardware. So system softwares needed for program development. So whichever program you want to implement, we require this system softwares, control operation of the computer hardware. Definition: system software consists of a variety of programs that supports the operation of the computer. So whichever operations are performed by the computers will be performed with the help of system software. So language processing model. So language processing model, in this we have to study how actually the process is carried out. So here actually this is your source program written in any language. It may be a C, C++, Java, .NET, Python, etc. are the source program. Then it will go in the compiler. So compiler is nothing but a system software which will convert the high level language into the machine level language. So here the compiler will compile a program at one time and it will generate the target assembly program. So here is a assembler, target assembly program. So assembler, that assembler relocated machine code, relocatable machine code, and here is your linker and loader editor. So execute on a machine code. So this will execute on a machine code. So these are some libraries and relocated object file. We want to load different types of files. So it will be loaded with the help of loader and linking will be done. Then it will execute on a machine code. So this is general architecture how the language processing is carried out. Then components of system softwares. So system software consists of set of programs that support the operation of computer system and help the programmer to simplify the programming process and create the environment to run the application software efficiently. So examples of system softwares are text editor, compiler, linker, loader, debugger, assembler, and operating system. So these are the some types of system software. So software may consist of again system softwares and application softwares. So what are the components? Various components. So these are some examples of components of system software. So first one is your assembler. So what is the function of assembler? Translate program written in assembly language to object code or machine code. So that is called as a assembler. Compiler, translate the program written in high level language to object code or machine code at a single time. That is nothing but at one time it will compile your source program to the machine level. Then next one is your macro processor. So here we are using the macro, different types of macros. So macro processor will compile your assembly language into the machine level. Then we are having loader. So what is the function of loader? Loader can execute code and starts its execution. That is the function of loaders. Then linker loads and links share libraries at runtime. At the time of execution, it will link the file. So that is the function of loader. So in loader, there are different types of loader. Link. Then next one is a interpreter. It will compile a program line by line or execute a program line by line and convert into the machine level. Operating system, it is an interface between the user and hardware. That is different types of operating system. Then debugger. So debugger, it is used to debug executable programs and their related object code and source program. And last one is a text editor, software that permits the creation and editing of text file. Example is a application program. So these are the some examples of your system program. So text editor, that software that permits the creation and editing of the text file. You can use different types of application softwares or application programs for text editor. Okay. Then programming languages, terminologies. So language translator, source code, and object code. So language translator, a system software that converts a programmer source code into its equivalent in machine language. So that is nothing but the program language translator. Source code, high level program code written by the programmer actually implement that program. Source code. Source code may be written in any programming language. Maybe your Java, it may be your Python, it may be Perl, PHP, whatever may be, nothing but your source code. And object code, another name to the machine language code. This is a target code. When you compile the source code, it will generate the object code. Then next point, assembler. What is actually assembler? The assembler is responsible for translating the assembly language program into the machine code. When the source language is essentially a symbolic representation of numerical machine language, the translator is called as a assembler, and the source program is called as a assembly language. So here the source code will be assembly language and target code will be a machine level or machine language. The pure assembly language is a language in which each statement produces exactly one machine instruction. So each instruction will have some produce the machine code. So assembler function, there are different types of functions of assembler. Translate mnemonics opcode to the machine language, convert symbolic operands to their machine addresses, different types of addresses, build the machine instruction in the proper format, convert data constant into machine representation. Error checking is provided. Changes can be quickly, easily incorporated with the reassembly. Various variables are represented by symbolic names, not a memory location. So assembler makes two passes over the assembly file. So we have to study what is single pass and what is two pass assembler. So first pass, we read each line and read records labels into the symbol table. And second pass will use a symbol table to produce the actual machine code for each line.